I want to actually bring in Congressman Ron Paul. In fact, Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner is on Capitol Hill right now trying to sell the president's massive financial overhaul plan. Geithner is testifying before the Senate Banking Committee. And moments ago, Geithner said that the government has to act now to protect the system from another potential collapse.
We came into this crisis without an adequate set of tools to confront and deal with the potential failures of large, complex financial institutions. That left the government with extremely limited choices when faced with the failure of the largest insurance company in the world and some of the world's largest investment banks.
Now, later today, Secretary Geithner is actually going to head over to the other side of the Hill to testify before the House Financial Service Committee. And our next guest is one to watch when that happens. Republican Congressman from Texas, Ron Paul, joins me now live. He'll be questioning Secretary Geithner this afternoon. Congressman Paul, good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Congressman Paul, so is your perspective that Tim Geithner needs to dramatically change his approach at this point? We've seen Paul Krugman and other economists say the worst thing that could happen right now is for the government to ease up on the stimulus and other things, that it could lead to another crash. What are your thoughts?
Well, it would be good to stimulate the economy, but you don't stimulate it by doing the same things we've done for 20 years. And the policies that gave us our trouble can hardly be the solution. So spending more money and borrowing more money and inflating the currency it will not solve the problem. They're making the assumption that it was a lack of regulations that caused our trouble. And yet we had banking regulators and we had SEC regulators and FDIC regulators. We had a ton of regulations and they failed. So they say, well, we just need more. It's sort of like what the outcome of Enron was. We passed Sarbanes-Oxley. Now they're trying to repeal Sarbanes-Oxley because it contributed to the problems of the early part of this decade. So I would say they're on the wrong course, and to me it's very, very disturbing that they have no confidence in the free market and they have no interest whatsoever at looking at the root cause, and the root cause is easy credit, artificially low interest rates, inflating the currency, excessive spending, excessive debt, too much taxes, and they're going in the wrong direction. And believe me, there's reason for the polls to be shifting away from the administration because they're digging a bigger hole for us.
But Congressman Paul, the first thing you said in that line was easy credit, and are you not at all concerned with the role, for example, that some of the credit rating agencies played in that, which in part allowed people to, A, get more access to credit? I don't just mean individuals, but I mean large corporations. Are you not at all concerned that some of the regulations weren't well enforced?
Well, what you're trying